Hello friends, have you ever wondered where the cast of Grease 1978? In this video, you will see how have the actors of the movie Grease changed. You will know their real names and age. I will show you how they looked then, in 1978, and what's with them now. In 2025, here are some of the cast members of Grease and what they look like more than 47 years later. Olivia Newton-John as Sandy Olson. Age filming, 30 years old. Olivia Newton-John played the goody two-shoes turned blonde bombshell, Sandy Olson. At the time of filming Grease, Olivia was in the midst of her successful singing career. Producers wrote the song, Hopeless Devoted to You, in order to give her a big ballad for the film. She has released 15 albums post-Grease, the most recent being 2012's This Christmas, which she sang on with John Travolta. In 2014 she had a residency at the Flamingo Las Vegas, and in 2015 she was a guest judge on RuPaul's Drag Race. We most recently saw her in the very excellent Mr. Dundee back in 2020. The I Honestly Love You singer was first diagnosed with breast cancer in 1992. The disease returned again in 2013 and 2017, sadly. Olivia Newton-John lost her battle to cancer in August 2022 at the age of 73. Newton-John shared daughter Chloe with ex-husband Matt Latanzi, whom she divorced in 1995. She married John Easterling in June 2008. Jeff Conaway as Kaniki. Age filming, 28 years old. Jeff Conaway, who played the role of Kaniki Danny's second-in-command in the T-Birds. The Golden Globe nominee died in May 2011 at age 60 after a battle with pneumonia exacerbated by his addictions. He deserves an honorable mention, however, for playing one of the most lovable characters and helping to create such a memorable film. Sadly, Jeff is not the only cast member to have passed away since Grease's 1978 premiere. Conaway was married to Newton-John's older sister, Rona Newton-John, from 1980 to 1985. He was later wed to Carrie Young from 1990 to 2000. Dennis C. Stewart as Craterface, Leo. Age filming, 31 years old. In 1993, Dennis C. Stewart contracted HIV and died in 1994 at age of 46 from AIDS complications. Annette Charles as Cha-Cha. Age filming, 30 years old. Annette Charles passed away in August 3, 2011 at age of 63 from complications of cancer, though she, too, had been initially hospitalized for pneumonia. Dinah Manoff as Marty Maraschino. Age filming, 22 years old. Dinah Manoff played Marty Maraschino in the 1978 film, one of the Pink Ladies who hooked up with the handsome Vince Fontaine at the dance. Manoff went on to win her first Tony Award after Grease, for her role as Libby Tucker in I Ought to Be in Pictures. She reprised that role for the film version as well. She's been in the films Child's Play, Welcome Home, Roxy Carmichael, and Ordinary People. She is 69 years old and has not starred in a series or film since 2008. But has appeared as herself in a show in 2018. The State of Grace alum shares 3 children with husband Arthur Mortale, whom she wed in 1997. She was previously wed to Jean-Marc Joubert from 1980 to 1985. Jamie Donnelly as Jan. Age filming, 31 years old. Jamie Donnelly played Jan, one of the Pink Ladies. She is 77 years old and has been quiet in the film industry since 2017. Since 2008, she's been popping up at many Rocky Horror Picture Show and Grease conventions. Her last acting role was in 2017's Cargo. Now an acting coach, she shares 2 children with her husband, Stephen Foreman. Lorenzo Lamas as Tom Chisholm. Lorenzo Lamas, 67, looks pretty much unrecognizable these days, and not at all in a bad way. He was only 18 when they filmed Grease. Out of the supporting cast, he's done the best for himself post-Grease. His best-known work since then is as Lance Cumson in Falcon Crest, as Reno Reigns in Renegade, and as Hector Ramirez in The Bold and the Beautiful. More recently, we saw him in 2020's Scorpion Girl Awakening, the movie. Real Blood, The True Beginning, and Bleach. Lamas has been married 5 times. He shares son Alvaro and daughter Shane with Smith and daughters Alexandra, Victoria and Isabella with Craig. He also shares daughter Patton with ex-girlfriend Daphne Ashbrook. Barry Pearl is Duty. Age filming, 28 years old. Barry Pearl, who mooned viewers as Cheeky Duty in Grease, has picked up dozens of acting credits since the film was released. And he is currently 74 years old. He continues to dabble in a little bit of acting a few times a year, one of the films being in post-production. We last saw him in the 2020 short called Squeeze, and recently completed a TV movie project called Foreclosure for 2022. He was previously married to Heather Brown from 1997 to 2001 and has been together with wife Cindy Pearl since 2016. Michael Tucci as Sonny. Age filming, 32 years old. Michael Tucci played the role of Sonny, one of the T-Birds, who was often known for being a huge goofball and getting himself in trouble, who repeatedly tries to woo Marty. American actor Michael Tucci was in high demand after impressing with his acting skills in Grease. He is 78 years old. He also starred in a TV series called The Rich and the Ruthless in 2018. He shares daughters Kate and Kelly with wife Kathleen Tucci. Stockard Channing as Rizzo. Age filming, 34 years old. Stockard Channing, who played the memorable Rizzo in Grease. She is now 81 years old but has not starred in any films or TV series since 2017. She is well known for taking on dark, cynical roles similar to that of Rizzo. She was the First Lady on The West Wing, Aunt Frances in Practical Magic, and Weeza Kittredge in 6 Degrees of Separation, which earned her an Oscar nod. We recently saw her in the 2021 TV special Death to 2021. Channing has been married 4 times, to Walter Channing Jr. from 1963 to 1967, to Paul Schmidt from 1970 to 1976, to David Debin from 1976 to 1980 and to David Rahl from 1980 to 1988. She was in a long-term relationship with cinematographer Daniel Gilham from 1990 until his death in 2014. Channing has been married 4 times, to Walter Channing Jr. from 1963 to 1967, to Paul Schmidt from 1970 to 1976, to David Debin from 1976 to 1980 and to David Rahl from 1980 to 1988. She was in a long-term relationship with cinematographer Daniel Gilham from 1990 until his death in 2014. Susan Buckner as Patty Simcox. Age filming, 26 years old. Susan Buckner played the bubbly and larger-than-life character of Patty Simcox. She went on to guest star on the shows When the Whistle Blows and The Love Boat. Her last acting credit is from the 1981 horror film Deadly Blessing. She's appeared in a few things as herself, such as Behind the Music, VH1 Where Are They Now?, and the last being a 2007 episode of 1 vs. 100. Before retiring from the entertainment industry, she tied the knot with Michael R. Josephs in 1979. They called it quits nearly 20 years later in 1997. She is 72 years old. Eddie Deezen as Eugene. Age filming, 21 years old. Eddie Deezen, 68, played the role of the dorky kid Eugene who everyone picked on in high school. He found a lot of success in the 1990s with voice work, lending his nasally sound for the shows Dexter's Laboratory, Grimmy, Duckman, and What's New? Scooby-Doo? He was the voice of the annoying, know-it-all kid in the 2004 film The Polar Express. The comedian made headlines in 2021 when he was arrested after refusing to leave a Maryland restaurant. He was charged with second-degree assault, disorderly conduct and trespassing. Deezen's legal woes continued when he was arrested for burglary and trespassing in April 2022. According to TMZ, the actor forced his way into a private nursing home in Maryland. He was charged with 4th-degree burglary, 2 counts of trespassing and 1 count of disturbing the peace. John Travolta as Danny Zuko. Age filming, 24 years old. John Travolta, who played heartthrob Danny Zuko and Sandy's love interest in Grease, is now 71 years old and is still active as ever in the film industry with some new movies in post-production. His career really took off after Grease and 1977's Saturday Night Fever. Recently, Travolta starred in the 2019 films Trading Paint, The Poison Rose and The Fanatic, followed in 2022 by Paradise City, and 2023 by American Metal and Cash Out. In 2020, he starred in the series Die Hard. His life has also been plagued by grief. In 2009 his son, Jet, died at age 16, and in 2020 his wife, actress Kelly Preston, sadly died after a private battle with breast cancer. Didi Khan as Frenchie. Age filming, 27 years old. Didi Khan played the friendly, bubbly, and stylish Frenchie in the film. She is now 73 years old and continues to do work in acting. She has a few films already in post-production. After her son Daniel was diagnosed with autism, she became a celebrity spokesperson on behalf of raising awareness. In 2008 she was named the National Celebrity Spokesperson for Autism Speaks, and before that she was a spokesperson for the National Alliance for Autism Research. She recently appeared in the films Most Likely to Murder, 2018, and The Mimic, 2020. In 2019 she guest-starred on the TV show Welcome to the Wayne. In 2022, on Blue Bloods, the Transparent alum shares son Daniel with husband David Shire, whom she married in 1982. She was previously wed to Frank Kahn from 1975 to 1978. Kelly Ward as Putsy, age filming, 22 years old. Putsy was one of the ringleaders when it came to mischief making with the T-Birds, even though Kelly Ward stepped out of the spotlight since being in Grease. He's not left the world of showbiz. Behind the scenes, the 68-year-old has contributed to the production of a number of major films, including Back to the Future and the Pink Panther TV series. He has worked as a dialogue director on TV shows The Lion Guard, Woody Woodpecker, Star vs. the Forces of Evil, and Mickey and the Roadster Racers. He shares 3 children with wife Annette Foster, whom he wed in 1977. Frankie Avalon as Teen Angel, age filming, 38 years old. The Philadelphia native had a brief but memorable role as Teen Angel, the spirit who encourages Frenchie to return to high school. The former teen idol later played himself in Troop Beverly Hills, Full House, Christmas at Pee-wee's Playhouse, and Sabrina the Teenage Witch. He shares 8 children with wife Catherine Diebel, whom he wed in 1963. Now he is 85 years old.